Hi everyone, I'm Nancy, So Cozy Stitching, and this is my Flosstube channel about my stitching and some quilting and whatever else I may create. Um, so I want to welcome everybody that is joining me today, and if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see and maybe you're inspired to stitch something new or just to even come back and see what I'm working on. If you're a longtime subscriber, thank you for keep coming back and giving me the support. I appreciate it. Today is going to be all about, or tonight, it is nighttime, it is dark, and I'm in my sewing room, and hopefully the lighting is okay, because all I have is the lights in my sewing room. But this video is going to be all about my WIPs. I just wanted to do a WIP update, a mid-year WIP update to see kind of where I'm at, to kind of revisit some of my WIPs that maybe I haven't seen in a while, and see what I want to focus on for the rest of the year as far as my WIPs go. So we'll quickly go through them. I have a lot. This is going to be at least a two-part video. I'm hoping to get it in two parts. I will try to tell you the fabric that I am using, if I can remember it, or I can pull out the tag really fast, because I kind of want to get through these fast. I don't want it to be more than 2 videos. And if you're new here, I've had to start doing my videos in parts just because of my upload time. So it's just the way it's going to have to be. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so first thing I want to show you is, now what I'm going to, full disclosure, you're going to hear zipping because everything's in their bags, and I'm going to pull it out, show you, and put it back in the bags so I can keep everything straight. Otherwise I'll have this huge mess I won't know what to do with. And nothing's ironed because I am just pulling it out of the bags. So the first one is Stacy Nash Primitives, and this is Halloween at Hollyberry Farms. And I started this in October of 2020. Yeah, 2020, right? Because we haven't had 2021, October 2021 yet, right? Okay, it's late. It's late at night. I'm tired. Right, so that's where I'm at. I worked on in October of 2020, I worked on 2 pieces. That's it, just the 2 pieces, and this was one of them. I love it. This is stitched on 18 count fabric by Seraphim called Witching Hour. And it's really, so it's really modeled. I'm going to show you the back. So the back was really splotchy. So I chose to do it on this side. So it's not as splotchy. It does have a little bit of, but it's kind of an eerie, there's kind of a big splotchy spot, but it's kind of an eerie gray color, bluish gray color, I guess. I thoroughly enjoyed stitching on this, and I cannot wait to pick it back up and work on it this fall. All right. The other one I worked on in October of 2020 was this one. Olga's Autumn Stocking. And I loved stitching on this also. It's so much fun. And I got quite a bit done. So from this pumpkin down is finished, and this is heavy stitching. So even though this is more, you know, more of a space, more coverage. It's not as heavy stitching. So I'm gonna say I'm halfway done. This is being stitched on a piece of 18 count caramel by Seraphim Fabrics. There's my mat. Love it. Oh, it's so cute. I cannot wait to finish this into a stocking. And I think I did change a couple of the colors, and when I show it in my videos, when I start working on it again, I will let you know what colors I've changed in it. Now, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details about what I've changed on colors and stuff, just because I have a lot of WIPs. I have a lot. And I want to get through them and not have to, and hopefully get through on 2 videos. Alright, so the next one I have is Tom Turkey Sampler by Heart and Hand. And I have no excuse for not finishing this, because I started in November of 2020, and the only excuse I have is I started stitching this and then I decided I wanted to work on holiday Christmas stitching. So I put this one up. And I am stitching on a piece of 14 count Vintage Country Mocha. So I almost had the turkey done. And I am using this one. I will show you. It's called Old Russet by Victorian Motto. It's kind of a brownish, rusty, brownish rust color. Very pretty. Alright, so I need to get back to that. This fall, it will be finished. So I kind of have an idea of what's in these bags, but until I open them up, it's like, oh, yeah, it's a surprise. Alright, this is A Savior's Praise by Shakespeare's Peddler. I started this for Easter of this year, 2021. It is being stitched on a piece of, it's called Thesby 18 count by Seraphim Fabrics. And this is where I'm at. So I started this on Easter Sunday, but I also stitched on it every Sunday the month of April. So I got a good chunk done. Love it. I'm loving this, and I think I'm using the Colorwork DMC, but I think I might be switching some of the colors around a little bit. Using the called for, but just putting them in different places. My tooth hurts. I went to the dentist on Monday and got a cavity filled, and my gums have ached ever since. Like, they're around that tooth he filled, it's like my gums are swollen and they hurt. I go in this next Monday to get one more cavity filled on the top, and I'm going to talk to him about that because it hurts. I've never had something like that, hurt for so long. Excuse me. All right, this bag has 2 different projects in it. The first one is A Farmer's Daughter by Little House Needleworks. I started this on my grandson's birthday. And I'm stitching this along with a friend, Crystal. This is being stitched on a piece of 14 count fabric that I dyed. I think it's Evening Blue. That's what I dyed. So It looks a lot different than the picture. That's not a very good picture anyway. And on this one, I am going to leave off the farmer's daughter right here, and then this border right here, I'm going to extend it over. I love it. I'm going to say I love every one of these. Is that what everybody says about most of their WIPs? Alright, the other one I started in, I'm trying to think when I started this one. I started this for my daughter. So I started this May 16th. I have a daughter that was born on May 16th, and I have a granddaughter that was born on May 16th. So this was started for their birthday. Sew Sisters by Plum Street. And I am doing a total color conversion on this one. I'm stitching this on a piece of 14 count dapple, but picture this plus. And if you, I'll tell you if I'm doing a full color conversion, and if I am and you want to know the colors, I can tell you as I go. So as I do my videos when I'm showing this as I'm progressing on it, if you want to know what my colors are up to that point, I will let you know. Or I can tell you, just ask me in the comments, because mine is not going to look anything like this. But that's where I am. Those are tomatoes. They look like flowers, but they're tomatoes. And then I started on the basket. Love it. All right. Next. This one is Winter Rose Manor by With a Needle and Thread. This is stitched on a piece of 18 count fabric that I grit dyed myself. Because I wanted fabric that looked like the color of the picture right here, which you can't really tell on this, but I wanted it to be that color. So, and I got it really close to it. And this is where I'm at. It's on 18 count, grit dyed by me. Sorry. And that's where I'm at. I'm looking at this. I'm usually on 18 count, I use 1 strand of floss, and for some reason I am using 2, and I don't know why I chose to use 2, but and I do know I changed out the pink, I think for a Victorian model color. I did actually. I changed out 3, 4, and I think this is the house color, and it's called Very Light Peach. So okay, next one. All right, this was my birthday start. So I started this on December 6th in 2020, and it is Noel Sampler by With a Needle and Thread. And I am stitching this on a piece of 14 count, yes, 14 count Ada that I dyed myself. And if I was to guess what dye I used, I would say pearl gray and taupe, or pearl gray and sand would be my, because it's and actually I think I dyed it in pearl gray and then I over dyed it in a tan color, sand or taupe, I'm not sure. So it's gray with a little bit of a tan overtone on it. But that's where I'm at. Love it. Love it. So for me, in order for me to have a birthday start for this year, I have to have this one done. So this is when I'm going to have to pull out, I think I'm going to pull it out for September sampler and really give it some love so that I can have it done before my birthday so I can have a new birthday start. All right, this one is Seeking Refuge by the Scarlet House. I started this, I believe, in September of 2020. Let's see if I can find the tag in here really quick. I don't know when I started it. It's on a piece of 18 count aged paper by, I think it's by Color and Cotton. That's where I'm at. I really wanted to have this done by the 1 year mark of the pandemic, because that's kind of why I started this. And it didn't happen. I need to get back to it. I need to get back to all these. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but all right. The next one. This one I started in September 1st of 2020. This is a stitched on 14 count parchment by Swigart. It is called The Stitching Life by Heartstring Samplery. This color, or this is so light in it, and the colors on it are bold. They're not fade. They're not muted like that. It says, I could use a little more stitching in my life. And I think this is 1 day of stitching. That's all I stitched on it. And that's where I'm at. Pardon me for a second, please. All right. Oh, I love this one. This one is When Flowers Bloom, or When Flowers Blossom by With a Needle and Thread. This was started on February 14th. This was my Valentine's start. It is being stitched on a piece of Vanilla Latte, 18 count, by Bestitch Me. And this is where I'm at. I adore this piece. I love it. And I need to get back to it. Like everything else. If we didn't have to sleep, eat, clean house, do all that fun stuff, we could stitch all day. All right. This is Heartland Sampler by the Scarlet House. I started this on Mother's Day. This is also a stitch along with my friend Crystal. She started it on Mother's Day also. And the reason I started this on Mother's Day is because my daughter gave me this chart for Mother's Day of 2020. So I thought it'd be appropriate to start on Mother's Day of 2021. I am stitching this on a piece of 18 count Vanilla by Color and Cotton. And I got a part of a willow tree. That's it. But in all fairness, I would have had more done, except for I messed up on this branch here. So I had it done, I stitched this, and I was stitching the tree, and it wasn't coming out right. And so I went back and figured it out, and I messed up clear up here. So I ended up taking all of this out, and the little bit of the tree I had done, and restarted, and had to restitch that. But I love it. I love willow trees. If I could, I would have a willow tree in my yard. All right. Next. This one is Spring Farmhouse by Not Forgotten Farms. I am stitching this with all the called for DMC floss, and I am stitching it on a piece of 14 count Legacy. This was started on April 5th for my grandson's birthday. And let's see, don't want to see the back side, right? I got a string hanging off of it. I need to cut it. That's where I'm at. One day of stitching. Oh, now what do we have? Like I said, I opened these up and it's like a surprise. What's in there? Alright, this is Farms at Hawkran Hollow. This was my New Year's Day start for 2020. Sorry, I couldn't remember. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 14 count Vintage Country Mocha. It is a huge piece. It's a blanket. It's a blanket. You could wrap a small child in it. And I have these 4 squares done, that one done, and these 2, no, let's see. I have these 4 squares done, this one, and I'm working on that one. So this one I'm going to have to show you in parts, because I don't think I can get the whole piece to show you the whole piece at one time. So there's those 2, or those 4. I purposely left this blank because I wasn't sure. It says Hawkran Hollow Farms on the pattern, but I kind of think I was thinking I wanted to personalize it, and so I left it blank till I decided. And so anyway, I know what I'm going to put in there now, but I'll wait till I finish the whole piece. And then there's this part, just this. Oh, I can't see what I'm showing you. The center, and then there's this part. I'm working on this block right here. And I am using all the called for DMC floss on this. I think I might have pulled a different red and a different of the turquoisey, the aqua colors. Just because I wanted mine to be more red than rust. I'm like more of a red color than a rust. I do know that this was the water was actually a gray DMC, and I changed that one. I changed the style of this barn a little bit. Oh, sorry, it's hard to see, but I put some pink pigs in there. It's not actually pink. I think it's like 950 or 945, something like that. Because pigs are that color too. I know I changed they look like they just have jumpers on. Sorry. My eye hurts. It looks like they just have like jumpers on. Their shirt and their pants are the same color, so I made them so that it looked like they had actual shirt and pants on. I think that's all I've changed. So anyway, I know how I'm going to finish this. I'm going to have my husband build me something for it. So I want to get it done. I don't think it's going to get done this year though, as much as I'd want it to. Alright, the next one is this one. If you recognize the bag, this one is Coming to America, Women of the Mayflower. I started this September 6th of 2020, 400 years from the date that the Mayflower left England. My pilgrims still have not arrived at Plymouth Rock. What can I say? They're taking their sweet time getting here. I am stitching this on 18 count vintage country mocha with all of the called for threads because I ordered the entire kit. So I am probably 2/3 of the way done, but there's a lot of stitching in that top part. So I do have a little bit, there's something here, and then there's a little bit of fill in I still have to do. But maybe mine will arrive a year late. Hopefully they're only a year late from arriving at Plymouth Rock. So, and I enjoyed this one. This one is very fun to do. Just got to get back to it, huh? Alright, so these next two, I'm not sure what to do about them. I'm not sure if I want to finish them or scrap them. So this one is called The Third Day of Christmas Sampler and Tree by Hello from Liz Matthews. When this came out, I fell in love with this giant chicken standing on this house, right? So I started stitching it, and I'm not enjoying it. So I have the chicken all done, and I have the top part of the roof. So I don't know if I'm going to finish the house. I have just a little bit of these done, and I could take them out. So I could finish the house and then make me a pillow out of this, or I could just say I'm done and take what I have and just cut it out and make a pillow, or I don't know, do like when I did that hoop finish on the Blackbird Design Summer. If you remember me showing that, I could do something like that. I don't know. I do know I'm not enjoying it, so I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm stitching this on a piece of, it's called Driftwood by Color and Cotton, and it's 18 count. So I don't know what to do. Because see, I could actually take this out. I wouldn't even need to take it out. If I made it into a pillow, that would be in the pillow anyway. Or if I should finish the house. Because I could actually, if I finished the house and just made this into a pillow, I could actually probably display it in my kitchen with my chicken stuff all year round. I mean, I know these have snowflakes on them right here, but if you didn't have any other element that resembled winter, I don't know. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm come the holiday season, come, you know, once I feel like stitching on Christmas stuff, I'll make a decision. Whether I want to just continue with it or abandon it. All right, the other one, and this is really sad. The other one is Autumn Acres Farm. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Autumn Acres Farm by Hands on Design. I have stitched 3 of these. I've stitched the, I can't remember the names of them. Queen Bee Farm, and then the first one that came out, which was it Farm Fresh or something like that. And then I've stitched the winter one. So this is the only one I have not finished. I have a lot done. So I am about halfway done because there's something here. So it's right here's some stitched, and then right here, and then this would be done, and then I would have all 4 of them. The other 3 are fully finished. I display them in my kitchen. They're in my kitchen. I have the same thing that Priscilla finished them on. I have that, and I have them. I put them on there, and I change them up for the seasons. The only thing is I put the Queen Bee one on, and I leave it until I put the Christmas one on, or the winter one. So, I mean, I'm really close, but I don't know if I want to finish it. And then I would have to do this too. So, I don't know. We'll see. Come this fall, this is what I guess I'm going to make a decision, because this is, I only have 1 WIP older than this one. This one was started in, I think, in the fall of 2019 is when I started this. And so I only have 1 WIP that is older than this. So I don't know. I'm for sure going to wait till the fall to see if it's something that I want to pick up and just finish it and get it done with, and kind of go from there and make a decision. Okay, that's it for part 1. I'm going to stop this video here, and I am going to start with a part 2. So I will see you in a minute.